Scientists warn of a surge in unprotected sex during the holiday. The car that Slim Jim is calling fast meat was stolen in Los Angeles. And somebody stole the identity of a cardinal in order to sell air conditioners. These are the weird stories for Thursday on Weird AF News, the only daily weird news podcast in the universe. Ha! Scientists are warning that there's going to be a surge in unprotected sex this holiday. It's the sound of science. Science is doing some sexual-related studies lately. I covered a story yesterday about how there's also a surge in penile fractures around the holiday. Now, today we're learning that there's a surge in unprotected sex expected this upcoming holiday. Hopefully they'll give us the address of where this is occurring. And you should do your part this holiday season. The article begins by saying morning after pills sales are expected to spike by 10% in the first week of the new year. Experts are warning. Why, you ask? Well, because as a nation, we are having more unprotected sex on New Year's Eve than any other holiday, according to a new study. Now, this really isn't anything new. You've probably noticed that a lot of your friends are born in the month of September. There's a reason for that. People are getting it on during the New Year's. People have been getting festively drunk and knocking their naked genitalia together for thousands of years. This is just how it's been. In this paper that was published in the Christmas issue of the British Medical Journal, they got a Christmas issue. How about that? I didn't receive my Christmas issue of the British Medical Journal that has all these sex holiday-related studies that they're doing, pouring a lot of money into studying sex around the holidays, apparently. We have researchers here from Texas Tech University. They have assessed the sales of emergency contraception in the days immediately after the New Year's celebrations. Is this really science? I mean, you just Googled sales of emergency contraception, looked at a database, and now you're like, science! Wow, I'm a scientist. Wow, it's pretty easy to be a scientist. Did they give them millions to do this? Oh, man, I need to come up with a scientific study where I can get millions of dollars to just Google something. It says here specifically they looked at sales data for levonorgestrel. I can't say this word at all. The active ingredient in Plan B and most other over-the-counter morning after pills. I think the only difference between myself and the scientists is they can probably pronounce that word. Levonorgestrel works by delaying or inhibiting ovulation, as you can imagine. It also causes a thickening of the mucus that lines the cervix. This is disgusting! Ew! Anyways, these researchers discovered that sales of this drug increased in the U.S. following New Year's Eve and have done so for the past 6 consecutive seasons. The researchers also considered other holidays that might be associated with a spike in sexual activity, including Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day. Well, I guess with all the booze, yeah. And Independence Day, of course. While these holidays were associated with an increase, this was significantly less than what was seen for New Year's Eve. Cut to these genius scientists. You know, I've checked my equations, and it turns out everyone's going to be raw dogging it this holiday season. All right. I'm a scientist. I have doctor before my name. It says here, while the conclusion that New Year's Eve is the sexiest holiday may seem lighthearted, the researchers warn that the spike is actually indicative of unmet contraceptive need that calls for further attention. How can 2 people not have one condom between them? I'm just wondering. I guess the economy really is struggling these days, so I guess this is leading to the surge in unprotected sex. Also, you might want to look into family gatherings in places like West Virginia and Alabama. That's what ho-ho-hos! Merry Christmas! Slim Jim's official sports car called Fast Meat was stolen in Los Angeles. A crime has allegedly been committed in Los Angeles County. No way! The victim is an iconic American meat snack. I'm not quite sure if this is meat, but let's roll with that. Certainly their car was called Meat, Fast Meat, which is a pretty cool name for a car. I got to say, I don't know why you would expect this car not to be stolen. It just seems like it would happen immediately. You got a fast car called Fast Meat. You guys familiar with Slim Jims, by the way? Some of you living in other countries might not be familiar with a Slim Jim. It's sort of like beef jerky's stepson. It wants to be meat, but not really. It's like a meat-like substance in this form of a stick. They call it a Slim Jim. I don't recommend them. I mean, I ate them as a child, and then I realized, oh, what am I doing? This isn't real food. Slim Jim. Oh, they described it in their second paragraph here. You see, guys, I don't even look at the story before I dive in. That's how great I am at improving. Slim Jim, the long, thin tube of meat. Ooh, it sounds enticing, doesn't it? The way they describe it here. I think meat should be in quotations, by the way. I'm not sure this is meat. It's got like hot dog vibes, I guess, in the way that you wonder what you're eating. So it's a long, thin tube of meat that comes wrapped in plastic. It's sold in convenience stores across the country. And apparently they had a custom sports car known as Fast Meat. I guess they were trying to like imitate the Wienermobile. You guys familiar with the Wienermobile from Oscar Mayer? A giant hot dog car that drives around. Well, this is Fast Meat. It was a custom Nissan Z. Okay. A lot of all those Slim Jim bucks going, and they only could afford a Nissan Z. All right. I thought they'd have I thought it'd be a faster car than that, you know. It should be at least a Porsche, right? It was a custom Nissan Z wrapped with Slim Jim branding. It was made as part of a partnership with World Wrestling Entertainment. In recent weeks, the Fast Meat had been traveling. Fast Meat was traveling across the country. Fast Meat is going to continue to travel across the country, even though this car has been stolen, because as I just told you, a lot of unprotected sex can be expected this holiday season. There's going to be Fast Meat all over the place. So Fast Meat was traveling across the country for this WWE event. Made some recent stops in Chicago for the company's Survivor Series event as well. The vehicle has been appearing in commercials with WWE superstar LA Knight, who tells viewers to snap into a Slim Jim. How dare he tell people to snap into a Slim Jim? He's jacking that line from Randy Savage. You guys remember the Macho Man, Randy Savage? He started Slim Jim commercials in the 90s, and they were amazing. They were iconic. Oh, man, too bad they didn't have Fast Meat back then. Can you imagine Randy Macho Man Savage jumping out of Fast Meat? Step into a Slim Jim! I at one time could do a pretty good Macho Man impression, but it's been a while. Here's my impression of, Here's my impression of Randy Macho Man Savage getting pulled over in Fast Meat by the police. Oh, I apologize, officer. I was going real fast, I know, but you know, when you're behind the wheel of some Fast Meat, you can't help yourself, okay? The vehicle does belong to me, though. I'll get my registration if you just hold on here. Meanwhile, why don't you snap into this? Oh, yeah! Now, although the company Slim Jim didn't give an exact location where the vehicle was stolen from, they did say it was stolen in Los Angeles, and they're asking if anyone has spotted the Fast Meat. If anyone has seen their Fast Meat, could they please call the authorities via Los Angeles Regional Crime Stoppers? We have a quote from the Slim Jim company about their Fast Meat. We knew we had something special with our custom car, man, but had no idea it would be in such demand that someone would steal it like this. We continue to work closely with the authorities. We ask that if anyone spots it, they report it to the LAPD. Don't try and take it yourself. That could be a dangerous mission. You never know what kind of gangsters might be stealing and riding around on my Fast Meat, man. Now, there's a twist in this story where they're asking, was Fast Meat really stolen? The company is known for having a chaotic sense of humor that's consistent with its branding, often going viral for ridiculous stunts or tongue-in-cheek promotions. And it wouldn't be the first time a brand used viral marketing to try and trick local news agencies as well. Just last month, rapper Snoop Dogg pulled a fast one following a cryptic social media post in which he announced he was giving up smoke after conversations with his loved ones. Turns out he wasn't talking about marijuana. It was a new brand, a smokeless fire pit company. So this could be a PR stunt. Yeah, it definitely has people talking about Slim Jim again, and no one ever talks about Slim Jim. No one's talked about Slim Jim since Randy was doing those amazing commercials. They should just turn it into a contest. Yeah, find our fast meat for a chance to win a lifetime supply of fast imitation meat.
Yay! Want to create a podcast? Spotify's platform lets you easily make, record, and distribute a podcast everywhere, even earn some money. All in one place, and it's free. It's called Spotify for Podcasters. Record, edit on your phone or your computer. Send it to Spotify and everywhere podcasts are heard. They even have video recording options as well. Spotify for Podcasters even allows you to earn money with ads and subscriptions. Best of all, it's free. Try it. Download Spotify for Podcasters or go to spotify.com/podcasters to get started. And good luck with your podcast. Good luck with your life, man.
Somebody stole the identity of a clergyman and used it to sell air conditioners. This story's out of the Philippines. We have a Cardinal, Luis Antonio Tagle. Cardinal Tagle said that his identity has been stolen and is being used in marketing trickery in order to sell portable air conditioners, fans, tea, and rheumatism medications. How odd. It would seem to me that you don't really need to steal a cardinal's identity to sell air conditioning. I don't know, maybe people want their items blessed. In the Cardinal's homily during the Gaudet on Sunday of the Simbang Gabi for the Filipino community at St. Peter's Basilica in Rome, the 66-year-old Cardinal disclosed that his identity has been repeatedly stolen. That must have been a strange disclosure to hear during his speech on a holy day. Now let us pray. Let us pray for the asshole that stole my identity and is selling fans on Amazon. Who is this jerk? We have a quote from the Cardinal Tagle. My name has been used to sell medication for rheumatism, to sell portable air conditioners and even fans, to sell milk and tea. What I can tell you is that it is not I, that is not me, and whoever is taking other people's identity, I pity you. The Cardinal also told the Catholics they should try to live and be happy in being truthful to themselves, urging them to live like Christ, who does not steal the light from other people and doesn't steal people's identities to sell medications. The prelate encouraged them to rejoice in the Lord and urged churchgoers to bear witness before the world to the gospel, both in word and in deed. He went on to say, in order for us to be happy and become witnesses of Jesus, we should always pray, pray, pray. Do not cut your relations with the Lord. Do not cut your relations off with Jesus. Do not steal my identity to sell tea, you jerks. Hey, you know, I'm saying that this individual is probably not too smart to steal the identity of a clergyman to sell products, but who knows? Maybe it's genius. Maybe it works. People do trust bishops and cardinals and popes and whatnot. It'd be funny to see somebody pretend to be Pope Francis and sell furniture in a commercial. Be quite hilarious to see a commercial in which Pope Francis is selling furniture. Come on down, get a heavenly deal on this end table. Can those other guys give you a sofa for this kind of deal? You bet your holy ass no. Beep. Hello, I am Bishop Jose Gomez of Los Angeles Diocese. And when I'm craving a hot dog, I go to Pink's on La Brea. You should try their spicy Chicago dog or their classic chili. Do you need wieners for your next event? Well, they do catering too. Beep! It's hotter than hell out there. No worries, with Cardinal Tagle's air conditioners, you won't have to pray to be cool. We'll make you cool. And with every air conditioner you buy, I'll give you a free indulgence. Beep!
There's a big difference between talking and reporting, especially right now with a fire hose worth of news coming your way. You know what helps? Having reporters in the field. I'm Brad Milkey from ABC News, and that's what we've got on ABC's daily podcast, Start Here. Every morning, Start Here takes you across the country and around the world for a quick, smart look at the stories that matter. It's fast, it's straightforward, and sometimes, gasp, news can even be fun. So let's meet up tomorrow morning. Listen to Start Here wherever you get your podcasts.
Yay!
Oh, well. Thank you very much for spending some time with the Weird AF News podcast and your host, Jonesy. That's right now. Keeping it cool, baby. Keeping it cool with the air conditioner that we got from the clergyman. Hi, everybody. I'm highly caffeinated, as you could tell. That's when we get the best out of Jonesy. People have bought me coffee, too. to keep me caffeinated off my website, weirdafnews.com. What a lovely gesture during the holidays to buy Jonesy coffee. First of all, we have Julie. Julie wrote me a message upon buying me coffee, and she wrote, "I'm buying this coffee in hopes that you'll read my message on your show and my heart will glow. But anyways, happy holidays and thanks for bringing a laugh to this sometimes burdening world." Ooh, how about that burdening world? Julie's a poet. I'm thinking, Julie, you poet. You springing some poetry on me in the form of a coffee that you bought me, a little coffee love note. Oh, you sweet girl. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Also, Elizabeth Burnett bought me coffee. I have actually met Elizabeth in Texas, and she is lovely and very supportive of not only Weird AF News, but yours truly. She's been to a few of my stand-up comedy shows, so very supportive. She bought me coffee off my website, weirdafnews.com. She wrote, "I've been listening to your show for 2+ years now, Jonesy. I've been to 3 of your stand-up shows in Dallas, Texas. I will continue to listen to your hilarious podcast. Happy holidays. Thank you for being awesome. Good luck with your life, man." Good luck with your life, man, Elizabeth. And I'll see you next time I'm in Dallas. Shots on me, Elizabeth. Shots on me. Thank you for the coffee. I appreciate that, and I love how she's sticking up for me because I've had some people threaten to never listen to the podcast. They say that I'm a disgusting person for some reason. I guess because I made fun of the baby Jesus statue. That was one thing I did. People get up in arms with the things that I say. Apparently, so strange how easily triggered they are. Anyways, it's the holidays, guys. I'm just trying to get some laughs here. Yeah. Holidays are stressful for all of us. Are you not stressed? Totally stressed, man. You know how many Christmas cards I had to get out, and I still don't think I got them out on time. So, you know how stressful that is? Shopping, wrapping gifts. I'm so bad at wrapping gifts, too. I was like thinking about hiring a professional to wrap the gifts because I'm so bad. It looks like a third grader wraps the gift when I give you a gift that I wrapped. Anyways, very stressful this time of year. Online shopping, but you're not sure it's going to get there in time. There's a lot of caveats here. Anyway, so I'm just trying to get some laughs during this season, this week leading up to Christmas. I mean, what's so bad about that, huh? That's all. Yes, I've insulted some people, but you gotta crack a few eggs to make an omelet, they say. Am I right? If you guys would like to support the show, support Jonesy during the holidays, that's a sweet thing to do. Do you want to get into heaven? Yes, you do. Go to weirdafnews.com. You can buy me a coffee, join the Patreon. You can send me an email as well and ask for my address, and you can mail me something like a card or something, or you can mail me a Bitcoin or a gold bar that you got at Costco. That'd be pretty cool. Might be expensive to mail a gold bar, though. You should just drive it to me. Yeah. You drive me a gold bar and we can smoke up on my balcony. How about that? Sounds like a great way of spending the holidays, eh? Okay, let me round this out by saying, tomorrow's Friday. Florida Friday is the thing that we're going to be doing because on Weird AF News on Fridays, in case you're new to the show, I only do weird news from Florida. So if you come across a weird Florida story from this past week, please don't hesitate for a second to send it on to Jonesy. Captain Jonesy knows what to do with it. My email's funnyjones@gmail.com, or you can drop it in my DMs on Instagram @funnyjones as well. I'm going to publish a phone call or two after this. If you want to stick around for that, hear from some lovely listeners. And if you want to call the show, the number is 646-450-2012. We'll see you tomorrow for Florida Friday. And good luck with your life, man.
I was listening to your story about the AI, bringing the dead people back with the AI. I don't think that's going to be a good way for people to grieve and get over their lost loved ones. I think that's absolutely insane. I think we need to, we're too inundated with all the technology to where now it's affecting us like that, where we think we're going to get therapy with that. Ted Kaczynski might have been on to something with, the whole industrial revolution, destroying society with that. It's absolutely crazy. And, the guy that got shot in the genitals by his girlfriend, the only thing I could think about was, is he going to be shooting blanks now? I wonder. All right, man, I love the show. Take care.
This is the future speaking. Jonesy, I've called in the past and asked that you never sing on the show again, and yet today you've done it, and I'm very upset about it. I'm also going to ask that you never speak about cats again, because cats have wonderful inner lives that you can only imagine. Thank you. This has been a call from the future. This is the future speaking.